All right, Dad, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, son.
What's going on, guys? Marijn here. Good morning, and today I'm taking my dad to the gym. Now, it's been 2 years that I helped him do a 12-week transformation. We documented here on YouTube as well. So let's see how he's been doing in the meantime. Because we're in Marbella right now, where we just bought a house, and my parents are coming to visit. You happy to be here?
Yeah, I'm very happy.
So the gym we're going today, we call it the zoo. You know why?
The zoo?
The zoo, yeah.
I don't know.
What are you thinking?
They're all animals.
yeah, they're all literally all animals.
Yes.
So the guys are massive, a lot of super jacked guys. Obviously using some substances.
Okay.
Not everyone is natural at this gym.
Okay.
And then there's also pelicans, we call them.
Pelicans.
We just came up with that word. Yeah. What do you think?
Kind of birds, or
yeah. So yeah, those are the women that have done a little too much plastic surgery.
Oh, okay.
They have lips like pelicans.
Okay. Let's have a look.
Hey guys, I'm just joking. I don't judge anyone by their appearance, but it is a fun gym with a lot of diverse people and great machines, etc. What's the first thing we see?
We see a vapor machine. Incredible.
Incredible?
It's such a health club. Bizarre.
Warm-up is very important, so I always bring these bands with me myself. Since about 2 days, I have this weird pain in my foot, on this side of the foot. Never had this before, and so I'm not sure what it is. I asked on Instagram, I got a lot of responses, so let me know if you've ever experienced something like this. Obviously, there's different scenarios, different things it could be, but it didn't hurt while running, so I went for a long run, like interval training, but the next day it started hurting, and now it hurts even when I walk, you know. So it's been over 48 hours. I'm getting a little concerned, but tomorrow I have an appointment at a podologist because I was going to look at my foot to get insoles for the shin splint. So it's actually good timing. Let's hope it's not too bad. But today I can barely walk, so we're just gonna do machines today and keep those gains. Let's go.
Tough. Very tough. I only got 15 kilos. I saw you take 75.
I've been doing this a couple years. So Dad, 2 years ago we did a transformation.
Yeah.
You went to the gym 3 times a week.
Yeah.
How has it been going ever since?
Well, with my weight, it has been very good.
Great.
I came from 90, around 90, and I still have 80 at the moment, so that's good.
That's awesome. Well done, man.
Yeah. And but I didn't go to the gym very often because I like to play more team sports like volleyball and badminton.
Yeah.
So I focus more on that than on going to the gym. But
Yeah.
you know, I will be retiring not very far from now.
Yeah.
And then I will go with your mother because she's infected by the virus.
Yeah, so Mom has been going to the gym 2 times a week?
Yes, 2 times a week.
Yeah, she just retired and she's been liking it, gives her more energy. She finds it very difficult to go, she says.
Yes.
But once she's there, she always feels better afterwards. And I think that's a good lesson for people also that are watching this, that are a bit older, or whether you're young or old, it really doesn't matter. Especially when you're older, it's maybe hard to go to the gym, it's uncomfortable. And you noticed as well, when you went with me to the gym, it was, you know, you knew what to do, it was more comfortable. But then when you have to go on your own, it's still...
Correct. But that's the same with the other sports, eh?
True.
Sometimes you don't like to go to the volleyball, but once you're there...
Yeah, but then your friends are there, so it's a social, you know,
yeah, and then
social push.
Then you get the vibes once you're there, so that's good, I think. And but getting over this, how to say, this drempel,
This drempel.
this turning edge is sometimes is a bit difficult, but you have to move yourself just to go, and then it makes a lot of fun, I think.
Great lessons. Now it's time to put them in practice.
Uh-oh.
Well, today we start, so today's
It's not
another
okay.
day one, you know?
Yeah.
Every day it is.
Yes, every day you have a new possibility. Yeah?
Right on. So we just smashed a great workout there. Oh yeah.
Yes, and we are rocking in the outfit of Alfleet today.
Hell yeah.
Yo, look at this. It also fits me. Well,
What's the code?
I've just ordered with Code Marine for 10% discount.
That's right. All right. So how did the workout go?
The workout went fantastic.
Yeah.
It went very well. And I was, as you say, I was rocking it.
Yeah.
Like
You did well.
always.
You did well.
Yeah.
You still knew all the patterns.
Yeah.
I even asked him, like, hey, if we're training the triceps, what else are we training?
The biceps.
Dad, come on. Is that a joke?
Yeah.
No, if we're doing the triceps, what other muscle are we training? So we're pushing.
Yeah, pushing. Sorry?
If we're pushing. So the weight comes from here, we push it.
Yeah, the triceps.
And which other muscle?
And I don't know. For the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Right.
if we're doing back, if we're pulling,
Yeah, that's triceps.
he has a lot to learn. You get back at it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not so familiar with this. All this muscle.
Student aesthetic has to go back to teaching again. We did a faster workout, so just gonna have 3 whole eggs and then a bunch of egg whites. And I'm gonna be serving this on some bread. Because I know the French are well known for their bread, the baguettes. But I'm not gonna lie, I like the Spanish bread way more. Because it's more like thick, you know? So yeah, first meal of the day. Barra de pan rústica y huevos. 3 huevos y huevos blancos? Egg whites? Huevos blancos. Mucho huevos blancos. So when we moved here, I also brought all these weights from the Netherlands, even this barbell, but I actually don't think I'm gonna use it because I was thinking about putting it there in the backyard, but now I have a different idea. And that's because I don't actually see myself doing complete workouts at home. The gyms here are so nice, and it's also good to like get away from the house, go to a gym, really get into that mindset. However, I do want to get a quick pump at home, but I don't think like a big squat rack and all that is necessary to do so. I also do a lot of body weighted stuff, you know, which I've been liking recently, more functional stuff too. So I'm thinking of either putting a pull-up bar there on that wall, just like a pull-up bar, and then where you can also perhaps do dips. Or the second idea is to hang rings here, which I think is a pretty cool idea as well. So I can do like ring pull-ups, ring dips, or like put a pull-up bar and then rings on it. But I don't know if that's possible if you do the mount against the wall. Maybe the rings will be too close to the wall. So maybe if some of you guys have experience with this, let me know your thoughts. What should I do? I'm not gonna do both. I don't want to do one of the two. So let me know which has your preference. And also, I was supposed to get a new lens in for the camera today because my last one broke. So this week I have not been able to do 2 videos, which is my goal. I want to do 100 videos this year. I got some comments about this, like whether that's a smart goal. I want to talk to you guys about that because goal setting is very important, whatever it is you want to reach in your life. And so someone asked me, like, Marijn, isn't it better to focus on quality rather than quantity? And someone else is talking about, you know, I had a burnout in the past. Isn't that going to happen again when I focus on these type of goals? And the thing is, guys, this is a goal that's very tangible. It is a goal that indeed has a certain number on it. So you could say like, well, is that smart for your mental health? At the same time, there's another part to this, right? So first, I could also have set a goal such as reaching a certain amount of subscribers this year or getting a certain amount of views. The problem with those type of goals is that if you set those goals and then let's say I focus a lot on the quality of my videos, etc., there's really no control over the fact whether I'm gonna hit those amount of subscribers. Because literally, guys, there's so much at play, like the algorithm, you know, the way YouTube pushes your videos, but then also maybe my videos get good views, but they don't necessarily turn into subscribers, or a lot of subscribers leave because I decide to make different content. So there's so many things that could lead to me not growing in subscribers at all and still actually doing well and making a great impact and like reach the goal that I actually want to reach deep down. So those goals, in my opinion, are not always good goals to set. What I could also do if I'm in a more stressed out period of my life, I could have said, you know what, I'm not gonna do a certain amount of videos this year, but I'm gonna work on creating videos every day for 2 hours, right? Or instead of me saying the goal is I'm gonna write a book, no, the goal is I'm gonna write every morning for 1 hour. So then you make it more of a process goal. Those things are great. However, sometimes it is important to focus on quantity rather than pure quality. And I'm gonna explain why. So take my dad as an example. My dad right now has not been to the gym in a while. What do you guys think is more important for him if he wants to get results right now, if he wants to get back on track? Is it more important, one, to actually learn whether the triceps work together with the chest, and to learn about all the different machines and which one is more optimal, to watch a lot of Jeff Nippert videos and figure out, what's the most scientific way to train? You guys think that's the best thing for him to do, and then have less time to actually go to the gym? Or do you guys think it's best for him to simply go to the gym, hit the workouts that I have, made a program for him to do, to hit those workouts, not question anything, simply do it, execute, go to the gym once or twice a week, and, learn about all that stuff later? What do you guys think is better in this case? I surely think it's the second one, okay? It's better to focus on actually having that consistency, and then later on you can go deeper into the science of everything, how it works, getting better at certain lifts, because his form is already good, it's solid. Is it amazing? Maybe it's not the best. There could be small improvements, but it's good enough for him to make progress without hurting himself, right? So for me, the same thing kind of goes for YouTube. I have not been on YouTube for a very long time, like consistently. I could decide that I'm not going to make a commitment to how many videos I upload, but I simply upload whenever I feel like the video is ready. And I've done this in the past, in these last few years actually, when I was mentally in a less of a good place and I didn't want to push myself too much. So I didn't really have a set goal. And what would happen is I would overthink a lot. I would overthink so much that, the video just wouldn't be recorded. So rather than me just picking up the camera like right now, I would think about the video and I would think about the video. And the more you start thinking about something very often, kind of like the more scary it becomes, or you start questioning like, is it really good enough? And so you start having this perfectionist mindset. Now, when I started YouTube, I did not have a perfectionist mindset. And it's the sole reason why I got successful in the first place. Now, that past success, does that equal present or future success? No, definitely not. So right now, yes, it is more important for me to also focus on quality. But keep in mind, guys, I've been in this game for a very long time. I do keep up with like the YouTube trends, the things that are happening in this world. But I could really focus a lot on that part, like focus on doing everything perfect, having the perfect titles, the perfect thumbnails, the perfect watch time, and figure everything out. But it becomes very calculated that way. And I simply love making videos. I know that if I start like scripting things too much, which I've never done, I've done that on like my Dutch YouTube channel, I don't enjoy it as much. I could do that. Would my videos get better views? Maybe. Would I make the same impact? Would I reach people on the same level? I personally do not think so. So I think that my approach is more intuitive. I go with the flow. But then again, if I don't have a set goal, I will simply not upload, because I'll honestly start doubting myself. I start thinking, is this good enough? Maybe I should add something to the video. Maybe the video should be longer. Maybe it should be better. I should include another segment. I should do a collab with this and that. Like, I just start overthinking stuff. And that's actually something I kind of admire about my old self, is that he just went out and did stuff, right? And so I have a lot of things going on. If I don't set a specific goal, my time will go somewhere else. And this is something I've really noticed now. Even these last 2 weeks, I didn't upload that many videos yet, but guys, I'm in the process, okay? So these 100 videos, they don't have to be literally 2 a week. It can also be 1 a week, and then the last month I'll do 1 every day. Like, it can be different, right? So I don't push myself in that sense. But the last 2 weeks, I've been busy with YouTube every single day. So whether it is me like still right now researching a lot and learning more, it will also be me executing more, shooting more videos. I've been recording way more than lately, a lot of which you guys haven't seen yet. So my mind is on YouTube, and I think that's kind of the key about this goal. It's not that, it's all about that number. It's about hitting a specific number, but it's about me waking up and first thing I think about is YouTube. And that's kind of the mindset I used to have back in the day. That's a mindset I lost when I started focusing more on my business, and it's just not possible to focus at that many things at the same time, right? So this is why I've set this goal for myself. This is why I think it's important to set goals for yourself. And it doesn't always have to be these outcome goals, such as think about, like I want to reach a certain amount of subscribers, or I want to get this many views this year, because those are things you do not have control over. But I do have control about how many videos I'm going to upload this year. Now, if I realize like, the algorithm really works against me right now, or uploading like 2 or 3 times a week is not going to be optimal, then I'll, do less of it. But I think right now I need to get the reps in. And it's the same as when you start in the gym. It's not about doing everything perfect. It's not about learning more about the science and everything. It's about getting the reps in. Most people never get the reps in, right? That's why they do not improve. And so I think at this stage where I'm at right now, I need to look at myself as a kind of a beginner again, because I really need to get back into the flow. So that's why I set this goal for myself, and I think it's a great decision. And I'm not gonna beat myself up over it when I don't exactly reach this every single week. And that's an important note to realize. And the same goes for your goals. So, you know, whether you wanna reach your fitness goals finally, or you wanna build a side hustle, you wanna start one, or you wanna start as a creator, maybe you just wanna start making YouTube videos, or do better at your job, get a promotion. All these things apply in the same way. You cannot always control the outcome, but you can control your actions. Right now, let's say this week I only upload one video. Back in the day, I would really blame myself. I would beat myself up over it. But now I realize that, the fact that this camera broke is not in my control, right? Now, am I going to use that as an excuse and come up with a different excuse every week? No, it's a unique situation. Like, my camera doesn't break every single week. If you guys hear me like come up with a new excuse every week, obviously like that's a little bit different, right? So back in the day, I would not allow myself to even have one excuse for something. When I would be sick, I would say, Marijn, you cannot be sick. You gotta do this, right? I don't work that way anymore. And the reason why has a lot to do with me burning out back in the day and having a different outlook on life, but also realizing that it really doesn't serve me, And so I've had way more success with the chilled look on life, and also on my work. And it doesn't mean nothing gets done. It doesn't mean you always want to come up with excuses, but sometimes life happens, and it's important to realize that. So you cannot always control all these things, right? So one thing that helps me is reflecting. So I reflect every week right now. And so then I'll see like, okay, this week I did one YouTube video instead of two, but I had a reason why, and then I can kind of like come to the conclusion like, okay, this is a unique situation, will not happen next week because I got a new lens, or I'll figure something else out, whatever it may be. And then you can look at yourself with compassion, a reason why you actually didn't do exactly that this week. And maybe, I actually did a lot of other things this week which contributed towards my goals. So then you can look at it objectively and be like, okay, I actually didn't mess up. And I think that's important when it comes to setting goals and going after them, because many people will beat themselves up over it. And I used to do that back in the day, and that becomes very toxic in a way, So reaching goals is never going to be easy, but I do believe that you gotta be nice to yourself, like treat yourself as a friend, and it's good to, have willpower and discipline, but you also sometimes got to be kind to yourself, because otherwise you cannot sustain this stuff. And right now I'm working on really building a sustainable business, in this case also a sustainable YouTube channel. So yeah, the goal does contribute to that, even though it may seem like very big, 100 videos this year, maybe it's too crazy. You know what, guys, maybe it is, and then we'll reach that conclusion later. But for now, it is a great goal that actually gets me in a mindset of really thinking about the stuff, really executing. Because for me, this is the year of execution rather than overthinking things, because I'm very good at that. Maybe you recognize it. It was a really nice dinner there, and it's so good to have my parents over. It's a special feeling, and also because we actually stayed with them for multiple weeks when we moved out in the Netherlands from our apartment, before we actually went here to Marbella. So we lived with them in the Netherlands, and that was kind of nostalgic, felt good, like being back in my old room. But now we are having them over in the house that we bought. So it's a special feeling. It's really cool. And yeah, it actually wasn't that long ago that we moved here. So I didn't feel like I haven't seen them in that long. But yeah, one of the things obviously about moving to a different country is the fact that, you leave friends and family behind, and that is, I guess, the most difficult part about it, for sure. And even though it's difficult that you don't see the people that often, when you do see them, they come to visit, there is a really special time, and you have that quality time together. So yeah, we'll see how this all goes when we live here for a bit longer. Give my dad a thumbs up, all right, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.